Yes, people. Sorry about the delay. It's been a while. Hope all is doing well. Um, yeah, it's a bit of a rush thing tonight. Had to, cut the hair, shave up. I was looking a bit different if I came on in between Ramadan. I was fasting, so it was a bit difficult. That's why you didn't see me active very much. But yeah, so. Uh, Back on track, give thanks. I've finished fasting now, so I'm ready, raring to go. Energy is back up. So yeah, all good. Hope everyone's doing fine. If you can just put in the comments just to make sure you can all hear me loud and clear. I'll do a few shout outs. African Calling, Lottie One, Graham. Yes, Grand Rising, blessing. The Onyx Goddess from California. Yes, Gamfam. Greetings, African Journey. Nice one, sister. Greetings from United States of America. Brother Daniel, yes. Okay, HRM, Blake, Grinder first. You can hear me loud and clear. Nice one. Yeah, man, it's been a while. Been missing doing my live little chats and that. But like I said, I was fasting, and during the day, working, and it's not easy sometimes. And coming home, I'm just tired. And any free time I have got and I broke fast, I just want to eat. Last thing I was thinking about was coming online, to be honest. If you probably would have seen me during the Ramadan, you probably wouldn't have recognized me, all beard up and all my hair and everything. I was looking a bit like a silver fox with all my grey hairs and everything, But, but all good anyway. Serge Cadet, greetings, brother. How you doing, man? Claudette Yorkley, can hear you. I am in the Gambia. Yes, sister. Hope to catch up with you very soon. Hope all is well. Caroline Burke, greetings from Maryland. Yes, blessings. So we just wait for a couple to come in. I don't think I've got any my moderators today because it is a bit of short notice. Those in the UK are getting ready to go to bed or they're in bed. They've got work in the morning. I usually do my live streams on the weekend, but I'm not working tomorrow. It's Eid tomorrow, so I'm off. So I thought, let me come on and catch up with my GAM family, come in and say hi. And go through some Q&A session, and some plots that are available in Jambanjelly, which I'll talk about, which we have had of recently. It's just that I haven't, like I said, I've been fasting and so on, and things have just been running a bit slow on my side and in the Gambia as well. So, but we're back on track now. GB, greetings from LA. Farina, hello Daniel, yes, greetings. Charmaine Roots, greetings, sister. Nice that those of you that have joined us. Sorry, I think I keep freezing. My screen keeps freezing, so I don't know if it's affecting, if it's freezing on your end as well. Please let me know. The screen is keep freezing. Like I said, it's probably a bit rusty where I ain't been on. Hello, can you hear me? My screen is frozen. Right, if it continues, I might have to end it. I don't know if you can hear me. My screen is actually frozen. Okay, it's not frozen on your end. Okay, so you guys are still seeing me. I just got a message. My screen's just frozen, so I don't know. I'm going to continue anyway till it unfreezes. It's just a bit awkward because nothing's coming up on my screen. So I might have to end it and then restart. Okay, guys, can you hear me? Okay, I'm back on now. It's unfrozen. All right, okay. All right, guys, sorry about that. My screen just froze on me. I don't know what happened there. Obviously, you can hear me and see me. But yeah, so I will put a link up for invite as well. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I think it's just a bit rusty where I haven't been on. Yeah, so basically, we've got some plots available in Jambanjelly, 20 by 22. Those plots are going for 165 Gambian Dalasi. It's a little bit bigger than we normally sell. Most of our plots are 20 by 20. This one's 20 by 22. So yeah, you know, we are trying to you know, keep our prices down at a minimum. Unfortunately, sometimes, you know, when we're buying plots of land to resell, the prices are going up slightly. So, but you know, my duty is to try and keep the prices down at a reasonable price, for us to, you know, and help our brothers and sisters to sell. Okay, Caroline, you've just put up, yes, the screen is freezing. Is that for everybody? Because I'm okay on this end now. So if you can just let me know, someone just put up screen is freezing. Okay. Okay, I've been reading. Okay, all right. One dope queen. I have greeting, sister. I have been reading local Gambians are upset because of foreigners are overcharging them for housing. Um, yeah, that's why I say, I try to keep my prices low as well. I don't, it's not my intentions to, you know, start overpricing and things like that because I do, as well as my diasporan brothers and sisters, trying to help them come home. I'm also, trying to make it affordable for Gambians as well. I want to, if I can get cheaper plots and so on. And, if I expand and I want to try and help Gambians on the ground as well to make it affordable, whether we do a mortgage, maybe on a longer term and so on. But yes, prices are getting a bit ridiculous on lands. Like I said, I'm trying to keep our prices at a minimum. It's just one of those things. It can be quite challenging, trying to keep the prices down, and um, and everybody's just trying to put their prices up, even when we're buying, big plots of land and so on. So yeah, it can be challenging, but we're gonna keep moving and get this thing going. Okay, greetings, Supermom, for sure. Yes, greetings, sister. Audrey or Gary Lakwal Lakudu. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. Greetings and group chat. Greetings. Mama Amma, would like trees on the land. Yes, there's not that many trees, so there has been a drone shot that is being edited at this time. So I'm hoping to upload the plots of the land so people can see it on the drone. I've got a few on the ground snippet shots. I do want to get the drone shots, so I'll probably upload them as well so people can see it. So yeah, hopefully, I'll get those out to you guys. Okay. Caroline Burke, how is the cement in the Gambia? Okay, cement is still a problem in the Gambia. It's there, but not at the prices that we want. I know the government did put a cap on it of a maximum of 305, but it looks like people are taking no notice of those prices. That's just reality. We did buy a big bunch of cement so we can help our brothers and sisters to help build and things like that and doing their fences, which we've done for quite a few so far. So yeah, it is at the moment the prices are around 350s. I'm hearing 360s for a bag of cement, Gambian Dallasy. So it is still a little bit over the odds. If it will go back down, I don't know. I mean, the government has put a cap on it, but like I said, people are taking no notice of that cap. People are still selling it at a higher price. So the government's not really implementing it in terms of enforced. So it's like people are doing what they want to do still. So yeah, that is a bit challenging at the moment. Carl Watts, hey Daniel, do you have land close to a beach and is it possible to purchase an acre? Okay, we don't really sell acres of land. We more deal with on the residential side. I'm not, I've been saying this in the past, maybe it's possible we might look into that, but at the moment, our aim is to build in communities, and my aim is bringing our brothers and sisters over there. Obviously, you need to set up home first before set your foundation, and then we can kind of go to work in terms of working together with our Gambian brothers and sisters on the ground. Like I said, we're coming over there to work together. In terms of any by the beach, we haven't got any by the beach just right at this moment, but I'm sure we will. So, like I said, things run a bit slow during the Ramadan. I'd like things to continue moving a bit quicker than what it is, but unfortunately, sometimes it's just out of my hands. Certain departments that I need to deal with in terms of paperwork, people's paperwork, everything just slows down for that month. So, and we're closed. We've closed our office until the 17th. So everyone's on a holiday, spend time with their family, which is well needed. So yeah. Okay, Will Bush, yes, brother. How you doing, man? Hope all is well, man. Greetings, Mama Amma. Hello from Detroit. Called and left you a message a while ago. We'll be in the Gambia by the 22nd. Are you in the Gambia? I can hear you. Not in the Gambia right now, but I will be there very shortly. Sorry if I didn't reply. Send me another message and I'll get back to you. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, fasting is not easy. Going through it sometimes, and sometimes if when I get home I just fall asleep because my energy is low. So apologies for that if I didn't get back to you. Carl Watts, thanks for your response. Yeah, so if anyone wants to kind of join in, that'd be great. Yeah, and Serge Cadet, yes, everyone hit that like button. Those that are here, please hit the like button, share the contents, and if you haven't subscribe to the channel. But it's more important that you hit that like button as well. So there is brothers and sisters out there that are looking to buy plots, and that will give them the chance to, if you hit the like button, I'll get more be put out there in terms of the YouTube, people hear about me and so on, and hopefully I can be assistance to them. But yeah, any more questions, fire away. I will put up the information about Jambanjelly. So like I said, I ain't got my moderators here, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Okay, all right, so I'll put up, all right, it's Jambanjelly, plot size are 20 by 22 meters, and for that it's 165 Gambian Dalasi. We do 3 months payment plan, those that are aware of it, so we can do a payment plan of 3 months, interest free. I don't put no interest on it. So yeah, hold on. Sorry, okay, how much deposit and payment plan available? Deposit, okay, so basically we'll split it down 3 ways, yeah? So 3 ways of 165, yeah? And that'll be on a monthly basis for 3 months, yeah? So your first initial payment will be split into 3 ways. Supermom, for sure. How far is the new land from the water? It's not that close to the water. It's a little bit inland, but it's probably about 20 minutes drive down to the coast. From that location. So it ain't too far. One Dog Queen, surprised you are live today. Yeah, I'm surprised. I wasn't really planning it, but I thought, let me come on. A few people asked me when am I doing my live again. I thought, let me come on and say so. Into B, how much in pounds? Okay, I don't know in the conversion. You can get a rough estimation if you Google it. You go onto like a cash converter on Google from Dallasy to pounds or dollars. You get a rough idea, but I wouldn't go by that. It will give you a rough idea because obviously when you send the money and depending on which institution you use and how you send the money, everybody has different rates. Banks have different rates. So you have to bear that in mind, yeah? So if you do go on Google, it'll give you a rough estimate, but it will not be precise because rates do go up and down, they fluctuate, yeah? I'm gonna put up a link as well, if anyone wants to join in. So that's the link, just hit that link. And then basically, you know, you can join in on the chat. Can I put down more and have lower payments? Someone's put here. Yes, you can put down more and have lower payments. That's fine. You know, you can put down as much as you want. You know, you can pay in full. You know, if you want to pay more, then just get it done. The quicker you get it done, then the quicker we can process your paperwork. Yeah, we normally start processing people's paperwork if they're on a payment plan, when they probably paid at least, you know, 80% of the land, sort of thing, you know, before we start processing people's paperwork. Yeah, so then that kind of shows that you're kind of fully committed. So yeah, so that's the link that I put up there. So hit that link. Hit that link if you want to come and join in. I'm hoping someone in our in our chat group, Properties Gambia, might come and pop in and say hi, talk about their experiences with us and so on. That'd be great. Okay, African Journey, nice one, sister. Okay, so she's put $165 is approximately 3,300 US dollars. So yeah, that will give you a rough guide, guys. So give and take depending on the rates and who you're sending the money with. But you know, there's numerous ways you can forward the money over to our bank account in the Gambia, straight wire from your account, from wherever you are. Or you can use like a MoneyGram and so on. So there's various ways, but just remember there is different rates, different banks and so on. Are there fruit trees on the available lands? Yes, not so much fruit trees. There's a few cashew trees, I believe, not many. There's some cocoa palm trees and so on. So yeah, there is a few trees, but not massive amount of trees on that land. But you know, trees grow quite quick in the Gambia, you know, in terms of fruit trees, depending on what kind of fruits and so on. Because you know, once you start your build and that, if you start planting these things, you know, early on, by the time you finish your builds and that, all these things would have start flourishing, would start getting fruits and things like that. Yeah. How do you prefer to receive the payments? Healthy Galti. Yes, sister. Anyhow, it doesn't really matter. Whether it's APS. APS is a money transfer, but I know they don't work in all states. I know they work in Washington, and there's another state. I think it might be Massachusetts, one of them. So yeah, but then obviously we've got MoneyGram, which you can do like a cash pickup. We can do a cash pickup. If I'm not there, one of our teams in the office will go and collect it, which some people do, and so on. Yep. Okay, let's go on. Surge Cadet, yes. Best and safest way to send money for land is from your bank. You have a full record of your transfer along with confirmation, correct? Yes, yes. Yeah, but either way as well, even if you done it through MoneyGram, you'll still get a confirmation. So what I ask is when you're sending money, to send the receipt to me, do a screenshot, take a picture of the receipt for our own evidence that you've sent the money, and the amount and so on. And then once it's cleared into our account, we screenshot it and I'll show you exactly, okay, we've received this amount of money. Because I'll do a screenshot straight from my bank to you to say that's what's received, that's what we got after any fees was taken out from it. Yeah. Barbara Diori, 165,000 Dalasi is 2,289 Gambian Dalasi. Okay, thank you. Thanks for putting that up. But just remember, guys, these are just estimations because, like I said, it depends on who you're sending your money with. They have different rates. But these are these will give you a rough idea, you know, give and take a few dollars and pounds. Aquarius School for Kids. Will your company cut the roads out? Yes, we do we clear the roads. So you've got access. So what we do is once we've got the land, we demarcate the land, we put the plot numbers on, you know, we clear it initially first for you. Any roads, any trees in the roads, we take them down. I know people don't like taking trees down, but obviously we have to if there is any obstruction in the roads, and we make it clear so you've got good access to your place. Okay, we've got someone here, Joy, but when I click onto you, I think you're trying to get in, Joy, and a message come up to me saying that your guests will need to connect their mic and cam before you can add them to the stream. So Joy, if you're still there, you need to switch on your mic and your camera. If you don't want to be on camera, you can just put on your mic, but you will need to put the mic on. So before I can add you, because I can't connect you without you doing that. Yeah. Shamika Nixon, water and light hookups, or will you need to get that set up yourself? Yeah, so basically, you know, you would need to connect to the local grid. You know, so you know, as a community, you can all, you know, for example, if you want to connect to obviously the electricity, NOIC, then you put some poles up coming up to the land from the highway or the nearest electric pole. You connect up from there, and then you can go far away from there, basically. In terms of water, some people can use just their boreholes, and you can connect to NOIC, but you know you will need to connect to the local grid. But that information I need to get in terms of how close we are to the local grids. Yeah. V-Boy 60. 66101. Is it expensive to get roads paved in your neighborhood? Um, Not really. I don't believe so. It is. I don't think it will. But I think, like, if there's a community of 30 people or 20 people, or sometimes, like for example, this plots in Jambanjelly is 40 plots. So if everyone put their money together, it's not really going to affect, not going to hurt your pocket. You can pave the roads and, make it a nice community. So, it shouldn't be too expensive. So yeah, that's what we do recommend, once you kind of come together and, you can make arrangements on things like that. We will help you and assist you on things like that as well. And the good thing with us as well, we'll join you once you've purchased from us, you'll be added to two groups. You'll be added to the main group, which is Property Gambia, and then we'll add you to a group with those on your location. So you'll get to meet your neighbors and speak to your neighbors. Yeah. Come up with ideas, work together, and working as a community. And that's what it's all about. So all the lands that we've sold, all the communities, they all know each other. Like, maybe some of them have met each other, some of them haven't, most of them haven't, but they converse with each other, they speak to each other, and so on. So I think that's a good thing. You kind of get to know, who your neighbors are before you kind of arrive. How close is Jambanjelly to the sea? Okay, it depends what part of Jambanjelly you are. It's not right on the coast, but it's not that far. It's probably 20 minutes from the coast. So it's not far at all. Supermum for sure. That's what I did. I straight wired the money from my account and Daniel received it the next day. There you go. Yeah, there's the evidence there. So yeah, and I Supermum, I just forwarded the screenshot to her to say, okay, I've received your money. So it gives you a peace of mind as well. Okay, Mama Amma, how much is a borehole and electric around? Okay, the borehole, we do a borehole service. We charge 70,000 Gambian Dalasi. That's just for drilling your borehole. You get the pipes and the pump. It doesn't include your stand or tank. So basically, it's just drilling your borehole, and with the pipe. And basically, you can just, from there, you can just connect your generator. It just fires up straight away. You can just pump water out from the ground. Yeah. So we do offer that service as well. And sorry, you did ask about electricity. That all depends on electricity, how far away you are from the main grid. But if you, as a community, basically you pay for the poles, and the poles are not that expensive. So, Malik, turn it down, turn it down, turn that down. You tell me. No, because I'm on the thing. That's it. Sorry, guys, I'm home alone tonight with my son. He's playing up a little bit. Okay. How much would it cost to build a wall around it? We have got prices. I will do a separate video on that. But I haven't got them in front of me right now. Depends on the size of the land, obviously. But yeah, that's a service we also use. But if you get back to me, you can message me. I can brief you on prices. depending on the size of the land. I'm also going to put my contact details up here as well. So anyone who wants to contact me direct via WhatsApp, you can contact me that way regarding lands and so on. That's my WhatsApp number. I'll put my email address as well. Okay, that's our email address. So if you want to email, you're welcome to do so. Right, okay, sorry guys. Okay, Barbara, do you replant the trees? No, we don't replant the trees, fortunately. That'd be down to so when you say replant the trees, obviously we don't take any trees down that is on the land, but we'll take down any trees that is if we're clearing a road. Apart from that, we don't take down no trees on the land. Patience Oliver, yes, greetings. Hi Daniel, watching from Maryland. Keep up the good job. Thank you, appreciate it, man. Charmaine Roots, greetings Daniel, thank you. Are payments available also for Jambanjelly? Yes, we do a 3 months payment plan. So yes, we can do that. Okay. African Journey, Daniel, briefly speak on once people purchase land, we all collaborate and get to know each other through the WhatsApp group. Yeah, I think I did just highlight that, sis, but maybe that's an old message. Yeah, but like I said, yes, thanks for putting that up. Yeah, so, once you have purchase, you go onto the group, and like the sister said, you collaborate with each other, you get to know your neighbors, which is a good thing. I mean, most places where do you buy in this world, and then you kind of get to know your neighbors beforehand. So it is good. So you kind of link up before you're there, sort of thing. World of M80. Hi Daniel. Greetings, brother. Do you have any rammed earth boards or earth blocks as an alternative to concrete blocks, either that or block pressing machine? No, we don't. Something we look into. Many people do ask about that. It's a good business opportunity for someone who wants to go ahead and do that. I'm sure you'll get a lot of people who will buy your product. So, but no, we're not dealing with that at this present moment. No, we're welcome to work with those that want to start things, and working together, man. So, if you've got a business and a business idea, we're happy to work with you and recommend our customers to go and work with others and so on. Okay, so that's my number. So you can get me on the WhatsApp. So if you want to make a note of that, you can get me on WhatsApp. Yeah, so basically 40 plots in Jambanjelly. Half of them are gone. There's only about 20 or 19 plots left. So yeah. So if you do want to get a plot of land there, do get in contact with me. As you know, my plots do go pretty quick. You know, I've been doing it for a year now, so many people have started their build. You know, people, for example, like the Arrival, who bought land from us, they're building, and there's others that are building as well. I think it's USA to Gambia. I think they're YouTube. I'm not too sure, but there are other ones that purchased from us. They're building. Many have started their fencing. So yeah. I've always said I let my work do the talking. So yeah. So it's all good. Career school for kids. Do you offer consultation services, pre-built guidance? Yes, we do assist on a lot of things. We are here, we do help you. We don't just, anyone who's on our group and so on can probably vouch for it. We're quite hands-on. Those that my team in the Gambia, me, myself as well, I'm very hands-on. And we help in a lot of ways. We're not just those that you just purchase land and we just shake your hand and say goodbye. No, I don't operate like that. I built up so much good friends, my brothers and sisters, and we have a chat, we have a laugh. If I'm in the Gambia, we meet up, so yeah, it's all good. So I've built up. Some people decide to just do their own thing, which is fair enough. That's cool, but we do build up a rapport and a relationship with each other, so it's all good. So I'm quite hands-on, and I do help and assist with other things. So to answer that question, yeah, we do assist you on other things. Super Mum, for sure. The groups are great. Yes, thanks, sister. Yes. Few people's asked me about the groups. Can I add them to the groups? It's only for those, before, when I first started Properties Gambia, it was called Investment in the Gambia at the time, changed my name. I just added any and everybody sort of thing, but now we've made it a bit more chic. Those that have purchased, and the simple reason I've done that, because some people try to come in and disrupt the group, and some people are not serious. So at least, once you've purchased, you're in the group, and people talking about ideas from business to, getting back home, opening bank accounts, what they're going to do in the community, helping each other, splitting the cost in terms of your fence wall, because if you're joining wall is joining with someone. Bear with us 1 sec. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah. So, what was I saying? Yeah. Yeah. The group is really good. There's my contact details. If you want to email me, you're welcome to email me. Yeah. So I do respond. Willie Wimbush, yes, brother. Brother Daniel and his team are amazing. One-stop shop full service, and they take care of their people. Never had any issues. Thanks, brother. Yes, thank you. Glad to hear that. Sadie X, what size is the land? The land is 20 by 22 meters. Yeah, hope that gives you an idea. And you can buy numerous amounts. You can buy 2 plots, 3 plots, 4 plots, and join them together and make it a larger plot. I'll say World MAE. Also, do you do any solar PV installation? Matthew. Yes, Matthew. Okay. We don't do that. You know, I'm just getting around to do a lot of things. We've just got onto like the building side of things, you know. So, you know, we've got a lot of things to tweet up and, you know, and so on. But we're not onto that. But we do the build. And obviously I've got the right connections and so on. Healthy GLT. What is your fees? The fees is obviously, you know, it is Gambia Properties is a business. You know, I have got overheads, and we have to earn something out of it. So that comes within your price. So there's no fee. I don't charge anyone to talk to me or anything like that. You know, if it's something a bit extra, then obviously, you know, then we can discuss that. But generally, no. You know, we assist people. We don't really charge as such. Yeah. Guzman Bojan, yes, brother. Good job. Keep it up. Thanks, brother, man. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Give me 2 minutes. Sorry. Yes. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Thanks for being patient with me. Sanmores, hi Dan. Yes, greetings. How you doing? You okay? All is well. Query School for Kids. Are the new plots anywhere near the arrival? My mother wants to live by them. Okay, it's not that far from the arrival, but it's not that close. You know, it's probably about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes drive from the arrival. Yeah. So you're not that far from them. Take it out now. Yeah. Right, okay. Rachel Simmons, yes, greetings. I'm using my daughter's YouTube channel to communicate. It's Joy. Okay. All right, okay. Joy, what you have to do, because I think you're trying to come in, but you're not turning on your mic. The message pops up. Without you turning on your mic and your camera, I can't bring you in. So you have to activate your mic. You don't have to show your face, but you have to activate your mic so we can hear you. It won't let me bring you in without you activating your mic. So try it again. I will join you in the chat, but you do have to activate it. Okay. Okay. Right, African Journey. Anyone who purchased land from Daniel and his team can rest assured you are in good hands. Trustworthy, integrity, they are honest, they're there to help. They're honestly there to help. Thank you, African Journey. Yes. You know, all those that are talking are those that have purchased land and, you know, been on the, some of them have been on the ground and, you know, and so on. So, but thanks, you know, giving people the reassurance, you know. I know it's not quite easy trusting people easily these days, but I can assure you I'm definitely one you can. One Dope Queen, I want to be a group member. The only way I can put you in that group, if you're ready to come back home and invest, you know, unfortunately I don't put anyone in the group. It just wouldn't be fair to others. But anytime you're ready to purchase, you know, I'll add you into our group. Still Waters, what is the payment method? I'm in the USA. So the payment method is basically, you know, you can wire the money straight from your account to my account in the Gambia. You can pay by MoneyGram, and there's a few other different options as well that I can help you with. Someone in our group who's a Gambian business and he transfers money as well, which, you know, we've had a few of our clients do it and no problems at all. It's all been good. He's a very good guy, and we use his services as well sometimes. Rachel Simmons, my questions are, in terms of flooding, what are the preparations and precautions we take as a result? What must we prepare for? What type of transportation do we have access to visit the lands? Okay, all right, I'll go to your first questions. In terms of flooding, it's not most lands that are flooded is swampy lands and things like that. You know, we always advise, you know, when you're building your house, you slightly build it slightly off the ground, you know, whether it's 1 or 2 steps off the ground. But you know, I don't think you should encounter any flooding. But I'd say in precaution to kind of get ready if something in an event, something like that happen. It's always, most people build off the ground, so slightly off the ground, that should prevent if there was any floodings. Okay, because it can rain very heavy in the rainy season, you know, it does rain heavy. What types of transportation do we have access to visit our lands, to visit the land? Well, in terms of visiting the land, we will take you, once you've come out there, we initially take you out there the first time to see the lands, introduce you to the location. So we will take you out there, get familiar with the area. So yeah, we will give you access to go and see the lands. If you've got someone or you know someone on the ground, they can go and look for you on your behalf. That's another option. we're happy to do that. So guys, it don't look like nobody wants to come in. I know Sister Rachel was going to come in. I'll put it up one more time. If anyone does want to come in, I'll put it up one more time. If not, then I'll take it. Nobody's wants to come in on the live. So I've put that up. So it's in the chat. So just click on that on the link on the chat. That's it there. You'll pop up, then I can bring you in. But make sure you turn on your mic at least, so I can add you, and you will pop up. Any more questions? Just want to make sure I ain't missed anything. Anyone's got any questions? Happy to answer. Sadie X, can we request land with cashew fruit trees? Yeah, of course you can. You know, you can definitely, you know, if we've got the land with cashew trees, yes, you know, you can request it. Yeah, so that's not a problem. If anyone's got a few more questions, anyone wants to come in the live, like I said, plots available in Jambanjelly. Size is 20 by 22 meters. The price is 165 Gambian dalasi. That includes your paperwork. We do all the paperwork for you, so you don't need to worry about that. And that's pretty much it. We will be bringing out a drone shot as well. So yeah, Healthy Guarantee. Thank you. Is it close to the airport? It's probably about 30 minutes, 35 minutes to the airport. Yeah, about 35 minutes drive to the airport, probably. Yeah. It's not that far from the highway as well. You know, these areas here, they're, you know, Jambanjelly, Tanyang, all these areas, they're, you know, they're definitely up and coming. Gambia is small, so these areas are just developing. Each time you go out there, you know, you see change. You see, like, you know, houses popping up here and there, you know, real estates and so on. So yeah, it's definitely developing. So you know, don't waste no time. Come and invest. Prices will go up eventually, you know, out of my control. So, you know, invest and come back home. You're all welcome home. Yeah. So don't worry about that. You are welcome in the Gambia. As soon as you get off that plane, your brothers and sisters will make you feel welcome. As long as you come there with the right attitude, respect people, and you'll get respect back. That's all. And that's anywhere you go. So that's it really. You can live a peaceful life, and, you know, and build Africa, you know, as one. Yeah. So yeah, okay, all right. I think we've got our brother here, Cedric. Yes, brother.
Hey,
How's it going,
yeah,
man?
greetings, brother. How you doing, man?
Not too bad, man. How you doing?
Yeah, everything's great. I just wanted to say, give my greetings to you and Populous Gambia and all the guests that are listening today. You know, and like I said, I just wanted to pop in real quick and just, you know, say my greetings, you know, my peace, and, you know, happy Ramadan to everyone. You know,
Yes.
you know, so yeah, that's basically it. And I see a lot of questions. People, you know, I think that yeah, that they're gonna be a little people will be a little concerned because, you know, they're spending a little bit of money, but you know, you have, you know, for your viewing audience, they have. I purchased property from Daniel, and I had no problems whatsoever. You know, everything was straight up and down. You know, no, there wasn't no like hidden fees, anything like that. It was, you know, very easy process. And you know, like I said, I found the best way for me was just go straight to your bank account. You know, you could break it up into little into you know, pieces. You know, Properties Gambia will work with you, so they have no worries.
It's massive. Gives
Yeah,
people that reassurance.
yeah, and I mean, there are some other organizations and other real estates that are selling properties in Gambia. For me, I think I chose Properties Gambia for one because the first person I ever spoke to in the Gambia was Daniel. I think I had like three numbers, and Daniel, he probably doesn't even remember this. This is probably a year ago, and the brother stayed on the phone with me for an hour. You know, even though it was more than an hour. Even though it was breaking up, it was on WhatsApp. It was going back and forth for breaking up, but we just kept talking for more than an hour. You know, and so I found like the other groups or organizations that were selling property. I had no issues with them. You know, it's just that I just happened to choose him first. You know, because he was the first person I spoke to. So there was like no, I don't want to work with this person, or I don't want to purchase from this person, or any kind of anything like that. I just looked at it, and then also too, the location where I was purchasing was kind of something that I liked, was, you know, a little bit more conducive for me. So that's why I went with Properties Gambia. And like I said, because he was the first person I spoke to, and then I just looked at the location where he was at. But there were some other people that I was talking to about purchasing property, but I found this location would be best for me. And I kind of had a rapport with Daniel from a year ago. And I think we kept in contact about two or three times or four times within that
Yes.
year.
Yes.
And we just kept in contact. So when it was time for me to purchase, I said, okay. And then I saw the arrival when they purchased. I was like, okay, you know, I wasn't even ready at that point. But then when I was ready, I was like, okay, let me roll with Daniel because his team seems pretty good. And like for the people who want to get into the live chat, yeah, once you get your property, you'll be put into the WhatsApp groups and you'll be talking with people in your community, and you'll be, you know, discussing different building materials and how to go about building your fence and boreholes, and how to, you know, you could collect water during rainy season and things of that nature if you don't want to use your water from your borehole. And just do your research, you know, just do your research. Look at how you can, if, like I said, I'm not in Gambia yet, but look at how when you're coming, if you could, you know, purchase little things that, you know, like French drains and stuff like that, that you could just throw inside the trailer. And, you know, just do your research, you know, do your research.
Yes.
Like I said, I just wanted to pop in real quick and, you know, give my greetings, but I'll stay on for a little while. But also, too, one more thing, there's another brother asking about rammed earth and different type of building materials.
Yes.
You know, I was looking at so much stuff about how to build and ways that you can build and different materials that you could use. And after doing some research, I found that the best way to build in Africa is what you see them doing now. The way that, because you can't build a foundation like you do in the US and then bring it to Africa. And I think one person was explaining to me, I, you know, emailed to me, he said, well, you have stuff like groundhogs and stuff like that. They could bore underneath your foundation and nest and stuff like that. So they build these foundations really deep so that no kind of critters or animals can get underneath that. And they know their country. They know their land. So
Yes.
when you think of importing different type of building materials and things of that nature, you really have to go with the Gambian contractors and go with the advice of what they're telling you to build there, because they know, you know. Also, there's like blueprints online for homes. I wouldn't. Those blueprints are designed for wood. You know, if you look online, if you're in the U.S. or those kind of blueprints are designed for mainly 90% of the homes in the U.S. are built out of wood. So those blueprints are specifically designed for what's built in the U.S. or built in Europe. So you kind of have to, if you're thinking of going and buying a building, I had to slow myself down and say, listen, brother, you're not even there yet. Wait till you get to the continent. Talk to the contractors, the African contractors there. Talk to the African architects there, and just take their advice, because they're going to know. And then contact Properties Gambia. They're going to tell you what's the best way to go about building.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
They're going to go about the best way of building. So.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for your good advice, man.
Oh, you're very, very welcome. Very, very welcome.
A lot of people will take that on, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what brother was saying, yes, it's always good. The Gambians, they know the soil, they know what the best materials is and so on. And, you know, so we have to take their advice and things like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I see my other sister, Lisa, there. Greetings, Lisa. How are you?
You can come in, Lisa. You can.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm just trying to cook and do a whole bunch of stuff before I have to pick up my kiddos. But yeah, the experience has been great. I'm so excited, and I agree with you. You have to slow down. You get so excited that you want to get moving real fast, but I had to kind of slow myself down. But I'm excited. I'm ready. The experience has been wonderful. I'm in a meeting. Yeah, so it's been great, though. It's been great. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you very much for coming in.
No. Put that back. KJ. No, ma'am. I'm going to mute myself.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, brother. So that's what I had to, slow myself, like, slow your roll, brother. You're almost there. You're closer than you were a year ago. And, it just does take time for you to transition over and, make your preparation and try to learn some business things that are going on there and see how you could get in where you could fit in, see how you could, your best options of getting, to the continent. There are a lot of things happening here in the U.S. that, some people are just, they want to reconnect with the motherland. They want to reconnect with the continent. They want to learn, their language, their original heritage. This is the land where our great grandparents came from, and it's difficult to realize that you have brothers and sisters who are long lost on the continent, and they have names, and you try to pronounce the names, and then their names have meaning. But here in the West, we have, we kind of lost some of that, and we know that that's where we want to go back to. We know that that's where, we want to go back to. But, we are Africans, and that's the main point. And I always try to use the example. If you're in America, if you're in Europe, if you're anywhere in the world, and you see an Asian man or a man from Japan or whatever, and somebody asks you who's that, you look at that person and say, who is that? You say, oh, that person is Asian, even though he may not have an Asian accent or may not even speak Chinese or Japanese, whatever. You look at that person and say that person is Asian. And even though they're born in America or born in England, whatever, they still have the, Asian features. So we as Black people, when you look at us, you have to immediately say, oh, that person has a skin tone, a skin color. That person is an African, and that's where we come from. There's a lot of controversy now about, especially here in America, oh, you're, Native American and stuff like that. The researchers told me that, we are from Africa. That's the main thing That's the key thing that we have to keep in mind.
You're African, bro. You're African.
Absolutely. absolutely. You know, that's the main thing that we have to keep in mind is that's where we are, that's where we come from, and it's a good thing for us to get back to it because there's a lot going on in our, prospective lands that we're in, whether it's, America or England or wherever. You know, you don't, it's not that you have a hatred or a dislike of the place that you live in. It's just that you want to try and return back to where, your great great grandparents are from and learn who you are, learn your culture. And there are major issues that exist, basically here in North America and more than likely, in the West and parts of, Europe that basically are not conducive to our growth and development as a people. And that's where we want to get back to. Not, like I said, not an animosity or hatred or of, I hate America or I don't want to be here. No, America is still beautiful. America is still a beautiful place. There were just some issues that you have to take a look at. And I'll give you a perfect example. They've done studies and found that for every 100 white families, especially here in the West, for every 100 white families, for every $100 that they have, a black family, an African American family has $5.
Wow.
That's a huge disparity, and that is not an exaggeration. That is not a false mathematical equation. It's the absolute truth. For every $100 that a white family has, the black family has $5 to every $100. So there's a huge disparity there of, as far as, finances are concerned and things of that nature. So there is a degree of, social systemic racism that exists here in the West. And it's kind of difficult to make our African brothers and sisters on the continent really kind of grasp, really kind of understand the situation that a lot of us are in and the reason why a lot of us are coming back home. There are numerous different factors of why we want to come back and want to leave America and want to come back home, because it's home, and it's difficult to try and make them understand. I've heard it, a lot of Africans, they want to come here and they're thinking, why do they want to come here for? What's the reason? I think it's hard for them to understand it until they experience it firsthand, until they come here and experience it firsthand. And I think even at that point, even if they do come here, they still, because they have the name, the culture, the religion, the food, the dance, the social, everything that they grew up with, and the name, and they know their family history. To come here, they still wouldn't understand it unless they lost all that. You never understand what you lost until you lost it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that a lot of us here in the West, we kind of get it and we kind of understand it because we know that there's something missing. We know that there is a cultural language, a custom. We know that there's something missing, and that's what we're trying to get back, and that's what we're trying to get back to. And I think it could be a little bit frightening to a lot of Africans to see a lot of African Americans coming over, but they're getting a good batch of people that come over. They're getting a very, very good batch of people that are coming over.
Yeah.
Honest, sincere, hardworking people that want to be in the community and want to help out. And I
just
think
have a better quality of life too. I mean, you're here in the States. I mean, just having a better quality of life. I'm kind of a half breed because I was raised in Gambia and then I came here when I was 10. So working and raising my kids and just my mom passing away in February just brought it to fruition that she's worked in this country for 50 something years and
Yeah,
she didn't really enjoy. She just worked and you work and you work and you work and you don't really get to enjoy it, but you can have a better quality of life and you can help people. You know, we help and we pay school fees and we pay a house rate and we pay this, but to be there and to actually say, okay, you can do this and you can sustain for yourself because the money that we're making, we work way too hard for you to be partying on it.
absolutely.
When we're sitting here and we're busting tail and we're not enjoying it, you
No.
know, so
He's
quality of
enjoying
living
it.
in itself is just a whole, you know, that's what brought it to mind. It's just like I can't be here anymore with all of this craziness. And then I'm working and building your country, and my country is diminishing. It's not okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No, it's not. No,
Good
it's
it's
point.
not.
not.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the sister's living at, but for me, I just don't want to see snow ever again. So
I'm in Virginia. I'm in Virginia.
okay,
So
so
like right now it's cold.
yes,
It's
Oh,
supposed to
Virginia.
be summer-ish, spring-ish.
yes,
This is cold. My kid has a jacket on. She's
yeah.
outside.
Where is Virginia in America? Where is it? Is that
It's by DC. It's
Oh
okay?
Washington
yeah,
DC.
Like
It's
the
East
north,
it's
the
Coast.
cold.
north, north,
I know DC. I know Washington DC very very
east,
well.
east coast.
Yeah, it's East Coast. So it's
Mm.
cold. It's still kind of chilly here. I talked to my great uncle a couple weeks ago, and he was like, I'm going to leave London because he has a home in London and Gambia, so in Banjul. So he's going to leave there, and he's going to go when it's warm, when it's not too hot in Banjul. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna come here when it's not too hot.
Yes.
The
That's it.
heat, the heat is
Yes.
different. The heat in Banjul is
Leave the West in
different.
the winter and yeah, no, definitely.
The heat is that, yeah. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it though. I'm looking forward to my brother-in-law. My husband is of 14, so some of them are coming. So it's gonna be great.
Yes,
It's gonna be great.
Right.
yes, absolutely,
Nice.
absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people who have decided to come home, and like I said, I think that speaking about it and talking about it is one of the main things how we can get past any type of cultural differences, and also too, when you go home, the main objective is to integrate into the culture of the place where you're at, is to integrate into African culture, to have an African culture centered state of mind. Um, I think that a lot of people they they may know about it, but they don't actually. It's just not. It just doesn't sink in how you could drive down the street and get stopped, and just because of the color of your skin, you may not make it out alive. Um, there are a lot of instances where you're driving down the street and police officers plant drugs in your vehicle and you go to jail because here in the West, we live in a system of prisons for profit, meaning that 10 years ago, you might get jaywalking. Now, jaywalking will get you 30 days in jail because we have a prison for profit system here in the West where,
Free labor.
yeah, where the more beds that are filled, the more money that the state makes. So we're dealing with, and this is going
Oh,
back.
funny you said that, brother, because I was watching a documentary, one of the prisons in America, and I don't know which prison, but I think most all the prison systems make all like the number plates and all things like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Cars and
Furniture,
they make furnitures and
everything for pennies on a
so
dollar. They give you,
they're profiting off of it.
yeah, they'll give you 50 cents an hour or $1 an hour
Yeah,
or whatever that is. And you have a lot of people, a lot of brothers, African Americans, that are in jail now for crimes that they didn't commit. A lot of people who would have only gotten a summons, now they got 60 days. And that 60 days, They're in there. They have to defend themselves. That 60 days turns into 2 years. So, yeah, you know, they're looking for any excuse just to use you as a tool. So those are some of the things that are happening to us, as especially us as Black men and Black women here in the West. You know, and we're tired of it. We're tired of our labor being exploited. We're tired of working to make someone else rich. You know, um, now you know, you may, the way the stress is, you may not even make it to 65 to see what they call retirement. So there are a lot of different reasons why a lot of people are going back. And, you know, from looking at everything that I've seen, I know there's a lot of complaints about, you know, people buying land, African Americans buying land. We're not buying acres and acres and miles of land. We're just, you know, we use hard-earned money, and we're just a small plot, you know, and that's it. You know, there's
don't read too much into that, brother.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I don't really get involved in all these dramas on
Absolutely.
the YouTubes and all that. I don't really get involved, but
Right,
I wouldn't read into it, because I think when you're on the ground, it's a complete different story.
It's a complete different story, right?
If it was if it was a problem, people on the street, you'd know about it.
Absolutely.
You would know about it. If the people in the Gambia didn't want it, you'd know about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Believe me, when you step off that plane, they'll be saying, "Welcome home, brother, sister."
Yeah.
So I wouldn't read into that too much.
Absolutely. Yeah, so like I said, for your viewers, there's no kind of any type of funny business. No, work with Gambian properties. Work with Daniel. I guarantee you'll be more than happy and more than satisfied. They really take care of you. They really do take care of you. They're always there to answer your questions, and you get updates about what's going on with your land once you purchase. And you're closer to home. The
only time you might not be getting a quick response from me is during the Ramadan. But
yes,
sorry,
exactly.
I think the group knows that. And you know, when you're fasting, you can bite a little bit sometimes. So you
get a little exhausted. You know what I'm talking
when you're hungry.
Absolutely. But so yes. I guess I heard one brother talking about rammed earth. Do you know about that?
No, I don't really know much about that.
Okay. That's a different process. Yeah, that's a different process. That's a building process where you use the actual
Was it like earth blocks kind of?
No, it's a rammed earth, which means that they build these pillars for your walls. They put up steel frames or wooden frames, and they pack the dirt in and pack it in and pack it in and pack it in, and it's almost as tough as cement. So it's a rammed earth process. Okay. They do build in Africa like that. Mm-hmm. They do have the building that they can do that, but that's a process of where you use the earth that you're building, that you dig out of the ground, and you put part cement in it, and you put a very small amount of water in it. And so it's not like a running cement, but they put a small amount of water and amount of concrete, and they put it in the frames that they frame the wall with, and they ram it in, and it dries, and this is just as tough as cement. But that's a lengthy process. It does take time, and it's a different system of building, and you really have to know what you're doing with rammed earth. You need somebody who's really into it,
who knows about it. Yeah,
absolutely. You definitely need somebody who knows what they're doing. So,
I mean, these things can be done unless somebody's coming with that experience. Then that's fine, or somebody.
That's what's needed. That's definitely what's needed. That's one of the things that, you know, if we as a collective can bring our skills, whatever your skills are, you could bring it back to the continent. You could bring it back, you know, and use those skills to build your own business and also build up the community as well, because that's what it's going to take. You know, it's going to take the whole community of people working together. And in my opinion, just, you know, when you move somewhere else, like I said, I'm not there yet, so it's kind of difficult for me to speak. But when you move somewhere else, Main thing is to have just a humble heart, you know, have a humbleness in your heart and listen to the people, listen to what's going on around you. Um, just come with an open heart, and you know, there's old saying, you know, don't talk too much, just listen. You know, just listen to what people are telling you, people from experience, the people who have been there. There are a lot of diasporans there on the ground. Um, you know, there's, you know, and also too, you know, for me, I try to move in silence a lot. I try not to, you know, talk too much and say too much what I'm dealing with, what I'm working with. Um, that's the key thing, you know, move in silence, do your business, you know, work with what you need to work with, and there you go.
That's right, brother. Thanks for. I'm sure a lot of people will take what you've said on board, and you know,
Absolutely.
advice and so on.
I'm not moving in too much silence now because I'm on the live, so but that's fine.
You know what you mean, bro. We know.
Yeah,
we know.
that's fine. You know, that's fine. Let people see your face, let people know who you are, and you know, let people hear your voice. That's the main thing. You know,
that's the main thing. Yes, no, of course, definitely.
So is it Lisa? Lisa, when do you plan on? Did she say when she plans on coming to the Gambia?
My brother and I are actually planning on going sometime early next year, like March, when it's not too hot. Hopefully,
Okay.
it's mangrove season. You know. So, I mean, we're planning on paying off our lots by the end of this month, so that
you know
we
you're
can
in the
start.
same location, right?
Yeah, we have one. We at Kunta Kinte.
She's in Kunta Kinte. I have no idea. I knew the name looked familiar.
Yeah.
So you're my neighbor. You're gonna be my neighbor.
Okay. Yeah, but that's my YouTube is hooked onto my email, so Supermom for sure is my email. But yeah, we plan on coming down then because we have other things. My grandfather actually has the house I was raised at is still up and functioning, but my cousins are living there, so we're gonna go and we're gonna see and maybe help them like refurbish it because my mom was the one paying the rate and all of that. So
your family, sorry to interrupt. Your family's from Banjul.
27 New Primate.
Oh, she's already there.
Yeah, that's where I was raised. My mom came here to go to school, and then she sent me back home with my grandparents. So my grandparents raised me. I was speaking fluent French and Maninga and everything else, but when I got here, you know how that goes. They quickly take that away from you. So, needless to say, yeah. So I'm gonna go back there. My aunt, my mom's one sister, is the only living relative on my grandfather's side that's still alive. So I'm gonna go there and just get a lay of what's going on and see what business opportunities, like what can we do. My brother and I and my husband and my in-law, we've been talking to see what can we do. Like, what can we do that we can't do here because of all the BS and all the the Caucasian foolishness that's going on in the States. Just to see what we're gonna do. So probably March, we'll just go and just kind of vacay, check things out, and then go back again. Try to go at least once or twice until we finish building. How long is the process, Daniel?
I was just about to ask him that.
In terms of?
Like building, like from beginning to end. Like I had this house built. It took them 3-4 months to build it. But so what does that look like? Because I know cement and blocks and all of that.
It just all depends. It just all depends, really. I mean, I like to, if you've got the money to throw it in, you've got all the collateral to go ahead, you can probably do it in 6 to 8 months if it's continuous work.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna pool. We're basically pooling our money together. The 4 plots. But now there's a road in the middle of the plot, so we don't really know how we're gonna work that thing out. But we kind of were gonna do like a compound kind of thing. Right. But I don't know. We're always going back and forth. Some
So
person wants a mansion. I don't want a mansion because I don't want to clean a mansion. Um, I just I want to
yeah,
relax. Like
it's a simple,
yeah, I'm not
easy
trying to do all of it.
maintenance. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot, and I'm, again, I don't know, but soon
Well,
we tell the kids are excited. They all want to come. We are telling them 4 years. Well, all but one, and we're telling them 4 years, but
All
we'll
right.
see.
We'll see what happens. Okay, good.
Yeah.
absolutely.
You should make
Daniel, can you
yes.
speak on paperwork on how from the process of purchasing until the time you get your paperwork? What are kind of like the steps that
Okay. All right.
that take
Okay.
place?
I'll go through the steps. Okay. So basically, once you purchase your land, you've paid for your land in full. Okay. The first thing is once you've contacted me, we'll draw up a contract between us. Um, you know, for you to read, go through. If you're happy, sign it, get it back to us. And once you've paid for the land, then we start the processing with the physical planning. The first step is we will go to the Alcalo. Once we go to the Alcalo to get your land transfer, that's your first step. And then once we've done that, we get the sketch plan of the land, which physical planning will come to visit the location. They will do a sketch and do the coordinates of the land. And then once you've got that, then it goes from there. Once you've got the sketch and the Alcalo paper, it goes into physical planning. Physical planning is usually where they take the longest. They could take, a few months. We try to get things turned around in 3 months, give and take. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer, unfortunately. Sometimes the Gambian system is they don't rush things sometimes. So yeah, once it's come out of physical planning, then from there, we from physical planning, it goes to the Brikama Area Council, which is I don't know how I would put it in terms of it's an area council. It's like a small authority council. So we'll go to them. We pay the fee for the Echo Bank. Go to Brikama Area Council. Once they've done with that, then we have to go and get the paperwork that's come out of physical planning. Go and get that countersigned again from the Alcalo. And then we have to go to the chief, who's the district chief of Combo, whether it's Combo's North, Combo South, who will stamp it. We have to get a power of attorney from you as well, letter, say that if you're not in the country, we can work on your behalf. Because the chief is very strict on that. He won't just stamp papers. You understand? He needs to know who it is, and if this person has authorized us to work on their behalf as a company. And once we've done that, then then it goes on to capital gains tax, and that's where we help you out as well. And then that's it. Pretty much from there, paperwork is complete. But there's a lot of groundwork in terms of paperwork in the Gambia. It's not, because everything's quite manual. It's not like you go and hand in one piece of paper and that department deals with it all. It's not.
Right.
Because once we have to physically go to the Alcalo, get the transfer, and then take that paper, go to physical planning, arrange for them to do the site visit, to do the coordinates, to do the sketch plan. Then it goes into physical planning. Then we have to go and collect the papers from them, take it out, go back to the Alcala with the papers that we've got to countersign them, take it to Brikama Area Council, and then take it back out from
lot.
Karma Area Council, go to the chief, and we're doing this physically. This is what we're getting the papers and taking it from department to department.
Wow.
The good thing is once it comes
before
out
email, right?
yeah,
That's what we used to look like before email.
the hardest bit is getting it out of physical planning, because once we've got it out of physical planning, the work is down to us after that, because we have to do the groundwork. We have to go from A to B to so on to get this person to sign it, this one to sign it. Yeah, and then we have to go to the chief to sign it. And the problem that can delay it, he will only do so many at a time.
Okay.
Because if he's the district SAFOR of that district, and he's dealing with the whole of Combo South,
right,
you can imagine the amount of papers he has to sign each day.
Absolutely.
Because he deals with the whole of Combo South.
Okay.
And there's many real estates in the Gambia, and not only that, private sales as well.
Right.
So he has to, one time I was there, I took about 10, 15 papers for him to sign. He looked at it, he said, "Where are you going with that?" "I'm not signing all that today."
Oh my God. And that was just 15. That was just 10 to 15.
You have to do like 3 or maybe 4, 5 pushing it at a time.
So that means that your team on the ground has to go back and forth, back and forth.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It's not that quick. It's not that easy.
It's not that easy.
No.
So after we have all of that done, after everything that's complete and that's done,
yes,
before you could start building, you still need a building permit. You still have to go back and get even to build a fence.
You need to get a building permit, but once you've got your you get your Alcalo paper. Usually, when you purchase from us and you've got your Alcalo paper, within the first month, you can fence your land.
Right.
You can start fencing it.
But what about actually digging the foundation and?
No, when you do your house plan, you need to produce a house plan to. They need to see the drawings of the house before they can issue you a permit. So you should not go and build a house without a house permit. They want to see what you're building. For one, most of them it goes through fine. It's not a problem.
So you basically after all of that, once you build your fence, then you have to go to you have to go to an architect or a contractor.
Yeah, basically, yeah. You either get an architect, or if you've got your own design and drawings, because they will charge you based on square meterage of that house.
Okay.
For the permit. You understand?
Yes.
So each permit, depending on the size of your house, is what they will charge you, per square meter.
So it's not an easy process.
No, but that once you've got your papers out, the process in terms of the permits, that's not too long. It can be done quite quick.
Yeah.
Within a matter of days.
Yeah. So but if you're going to be on a continent permanently, just relax and just take your time and
be patient. Be patient. Be calm.
Yeah.
I always say that to everybody. Even me, sometimes I feel I'm pushing my team over the limits to what they're normally accustomed to.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And I have to keep explaining to them, sometimes, you're dealing with brothers and sisters sometimes where, don't blame us, our mentality is a bit different and we're normally used to getting things done quite quick. But unfortunately, we've got to try and train ourselves to kind of, but I think it's a bit of give and take, brothers over there have to we have to adapt to each other as well.
Absolutely.
You understand? So, if in any country, you got to get things moving as well if you want business and things to flourish. And, we can't always have that laid back approach all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand?
The Jambanjelly location.
Yes.
Is that's a little bit closer to the airport?
From where you guys are located, yes, a little bit closer, yes.
It's a little bit closer to the airport. Okay.
A little bit, yeah,
That's
but
what I
it's
was-
not that close. It's not that close. You know, you're still talking 35 minutes drive. So yeah.
Okay.
35.
That's not too bad.
Depending on traffic. Yeah.
No, I'm good in Gunjoy.
Yeah.
I did some research on it, and I seen some of the area, and you posted
Gunjoy is
some of the aerial
beautiful.
footage. Yes,
Gunjoy is
yes,
It's a
I
beautiful
like it.
place.
I like it a lot.
You know, it's a beautiful, very
I
green
see
and
Lisa smiling. She must know already.
No, I mean, I'm like you. I do research. The first, after I signed my contract, I don't think I slept for like 3 days just researching because it looks totally different from the last time I was there. Even
Okay.
Banjul itself looks totally different. So
Okay.
my brother and I were looking at it like, what in the world? It didn't look anything like that when I went. So it's developed quite a lot, but it is beautiful. I mean, I have a 12-year-old. She is in love
Yeah.
with it, and she's never set foot in Africa. So, and I have a 5-year-old who's excited to go also. So
Absolutely.
it's you know, they're ready for a change. And this virtual learning and virtual teaching that I was
Yeah.
doing has really promoted me to say, you know what, if they can learn online, we can go anywhere. We can be anywhere. We don't have to be
Yeah.
here to do that.
Absolutely. Like I
Yeah.
said,
it's got
Go
some of
ahead.
the best coastlines in Gambia as well.
I'm
Gunjoy.
looking
Oh
at
yeah.
that. That's
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
looking at.
Without a doubt.
It's
Without a
Well,
doubt. We
I'm still
visited a
away.
crocodile. What was it?
untouched,
Crocodile something.
natural. It's not
Yeah.
overcrowded. It's very peaceful.
Yes. And
Well,
yeah, and Patience is my aunt, and she was telling me, you know, about just the train. I like peace. I don't go anywhere. If I party at home, but I like my yard is I live in the country basically. So
yeah.
I like it nice and slow. I don't like all of the hustle and bustle of DC. So
Yep. We're in the same area because I know DC very, very well.
mhm,
Very
yeah.
well.
So
Well,
I
listen,
mean, it's gonna be great.
Daniel, I'm gonna give you a chance to answer some more questions.
Yeah, so
In
I'll run
case,
through a few more questions. And
yeah,
then,
I'm gonna log
Yeah.
off and give you a chance to
All
answer some
right.
more of your questions. Also, in case anyone else wants to come in, just pop in and say hello. If you're in
Yep.
Gonjo or one of the other locations, pop in and just say hello and give your greeting, and then that's it. Daniel, thank you so much, brother. I truly
Thank
appreciate it.
brother
you.
and sister,
I'm
thank you
gonna
very much.
step out too so I can finish
Absolutely.
cooking.
Thanks for
Thank you,
All
joining
right.
Lisa.
me.
I'll talk to you soon. All right, you're
All
welcome.
right.
Peace. Peace
Bye.
and love. Blessings. Bye.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys for joining us, man. Much appreciated. And they had some good questions to ask and so on. I'm gonna try and see if I can answer a few questions. I can see my moderator, my sister Mink Inc. is in the place. Brooklyn in the house. Well, you've lot been writing some comments here. I don't know if I'm gonna answer all of them, but I'll see what we can do here. I'll run through a few. Tim Scott, greetings, yes. Yes, Ming Inc. Yes, thanks, sister. Yes, he's put up the those that want to join in the chat. See, Robin, welcome back, Daniel. Sent you an email a while ago. Okay, hopefully I did reply to it. Wonder Queen is cold here in Jersey. Queen, look at that. Just checking out for any questions. Okay, there's a lot of people talking about the weather at the moment. Agree with Ming Inc. I agree, Daniel. It is totally different on the ground. yes, I think you're going back to what I was saying about yeah, it is completely different. So anyone reading into any certain things what they see on the YouTube, I wouldn't pay too much on it. Lee Winbush, it's hard to leave the Gambia. So much genuine love from the people. Yes, no, definitely. It's much love. How conservative is Gambia? Listen, they're very welcoming people. You know, I wouldn't worry too much about anything. You go there with good mind, good heart, you'll be fine. I also wouldn't recommend limited earth walls unless you have proven experience. Earth blocks are more breathable alternative to concrete blocks and can help with design without the need for AC. V Cooper, yes, greetings. Those of you that are joined, please, hit the like button before you leave. If you can hit the like button, be appreciated. How do you get information on available plots? Lily S, just contact me. So yeah, Ming Inks put all the contact details there, so you can contact me on WhatsApp or email. I will respond. Just run through, see if there's any more questions. You would have to contact Daniel to see if that is possible. That must be a question. African Journey, we must be patient with Daniel's team to get the paperwork completed. Everything is manual. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'd like to get things done a lot quicker. It's just, yeah, it is a lot of manual work. Hopefully that will change in time, but it is a lot of running around. Thank you everyone for subscribing, sharing, and hitting the button. Yeah, please, those of you who haven't, hit that like button, and share the content, and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, it is a lengthy progress. Perry Dawkins, you guys are rolling tonight. Yes, greetings, yes. Joining the conversation, Properties Gambia Real Estate, yep. You see, Rollins, I understand the topic, but can someone please direct me to information on shipping and what to expect at the ports? That I'm not too clued up about because I haven't really done much in terms of shipping. So unfortunately, I won't be able to advise you on that. Sorry, sister. African Callings, greetings from Washington, D.C. Are there any plots still available in Gunjur? Not in Gunjur, they have sold out at this moment. Hopefully we'll get some more in Gunjur. And I'll be in Gambia very soon, so hopefully, I'll be getting some plots while I'm out there as well, looking for some locations. So, yeah. And when I'm out there, I will do a live. I'm going to do a live in the office with the team. So you can speak to the team on the ground. They can also answer some of your questions. So I will be doing a live session with them in the office at some point. Jay's Life Out Loud. Much love from Detroit. Yes, big up, man. Janice Houston, hello, brother Daniel and beautiful family. Yes, Janice, greetings, sister. Hope all is well. Gunjur, do you have land spot open? Not at this moment, brother. I will let you know as soon as we get any more. What is the best time to call you? It's 7:50 p.m. here. Okay, all right. It's coming up to 1 o'clock in the morning here. I would normally be in bed, but I'm not working tomorrow. But I would normally be in bed. But you can always send me a message. If I respond, then obviously I'm awake. I will kind of contact you. But I'd say I'd say obviously a few more hours earlier than that. If it's that time there. So I always say probably it's always a good idea to Google what time is it in London or something like that. Then you kind of got an idea if I'm awake or not. Diva with a plan. Hello, Daniel. For some unknown reason, I can't reach you on WhatsApp. Okay, if you contact me on my email, and contact me on my email. Send me your number on the email, and I'll try and contact you. See if I can find you on the WhatsApp. If you can contact me by email. Can I go live to ask questions? Yeah, you can go live. You can. Hold on, I'll put up the link. How big are the plots? How big are the plots? 20 by 22. Serge Cadet, he said he'll try and post some shipping information. Hopefully you'll be visiting the Gambia when I make it there in November, along with Janice Houston. Yeah, but it might be a good chance you might meet me out there if I'm out there in November. I'm usually out there every few months. Hopefully you'll catch me there. Janice Houston, brother Daniel, all the land have clear title, correct? Yes, it is. It's a clear title, yes. Okay, that's the information there. If anyone wants to contact me, okay, yeah, it's about 5 hour difference, yeah. I'll try to, we'll email you. Okay, no problem. I think that is about it, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I know someone did want to probably try and come in, but if we can probably do it on another time, you're welcome to come in. It is late here, but thanks to the moderator, Ming Ing, blessing sister, thank you. I mean, Brooklyn in the house, you know what I'm saying? Nice one, sister. Thank you. And thanks everyone for joining. Please hit the like button, and you know, subscribe and share. And yeah, anyone who's interested in any of those plots, do contact me. I will respond. Yeah. Okay. Peace. Blessings to everybody. You know, stay safe. Hopefully, I'll catch you out in Gambia one of these fine days. You know. And yeah. So all good. Peace.